Hello, viewers. A very good afternoon to you all. I hope you're all doing well and you're feeling the vibe this afternoon. Um, Welcome to the Mercivee show on Entity TV. Today in the studio, I've got a special guest, and you can't afford to miss. I want you to tell a friend that the Mercivee show is on, and I've got a very special guest which is going to be interactive. We're going to talk about his journey so far in music and in acting. And he is a multi-award winner, so you can't afford to listen to what he's going to tell you, how you can also benefit from his journey so far. Once again, a very good afternoon to you. My name is Mercivee, and welcome to the show. And before I start, I just want to recommend World Media Production to you. They are photography services, so as I always say, put all your burden on World Media Production. When you are organizing a funeral or a party, you need a DJ, you need an invitation card, what have you, an MC. Don't bother, just give World Media Production a call and they will sort you out. Once again, a very good afternoon to you and welcome to the Mercivee show. We're going to start our interview straight away because we are far behind time. And please stay tuned and then tell a friend to tell a friend that the show is on. Once again, my name is Mercivee. I'm going to get my guest to introduce himself to you. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and then don't change that dial. Okay, Leyton.
Hey,
A
Mercivee,
very good afternoon to you.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. And how are you doing too?
Hey, I'm doing absolutely amazing. You know,
Yeah.
it's really great to see you. I think the last interview we had was in 2018.
2018, and
That's
we haven't seen each other since.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. You look good anyway.
Hey, you look great too. You know, we're all in good health.
Yeah,
you know?
we thank God for that.
Absolutely,
I
completely.
want you to get yourself ready and introduce yourself to our viewers and our listeners. I know you, but you can tell me yourself better. So just introduce yourself to our viewers.
No worries.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just want to introduce myself to the world, to the public. My name is Leyton Benta,
Yeah.
and I am a multi-award winning independent singer, songwriter, and actor from London, UK. My purpose is to bring love and authenticity into music,
Yeah.
reinventing substance globally.
Yeah.
The intentions with this journey is to leave foundation to all generations, ages, races, creeds, backgrounds, as there is a song and message to be apprehended for every single soul out there.
Yeah.
So just to sum everything up, I'm here to save the planet.
Hey! So we've got a little savior, innit?
Hey, it's everything that is very deep to my heart.
You know, when I met Leyton, it was like, wow, this is a guy that is, you know, when you see someone and he's so vicious and just spreading the love around that nobody should be left behind, that
Oh.
made me bought into your vision, you know, because I was
key.
like, wow, if we have a lot of you kind in this world, I think it will be a better place to live.
Absolutely.
He's been fantastic. I've known Burton for about 3 to 4 years now. We haven't seen each other between that time. Anyway,
Exactly.
even though we text and sometimes we ask of each other, but he's an amazing guy who goes around spreading the love in through music,
Oh.
through acting. Trust me, you're going to learn a lot from Leyton's journey.
I
Leyton,
appreciate
I
it.
just wanted to tell us a bit about your journey so far in music.
Whew.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know you've got a documentary to sum it up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but you tell us your journey so far.
Wow. Okay, so for those who are now newly getting to know me,
Yeah.
so I started my journey at age 6.
Wow.
And just to put it out there to everybody, it wasn't a thing where I said that I wanted to be a singer. It wasn't actually on the cards. In fact, it took being in an uncomfortable predicament at a Christmas concert at my primary school, Vickers Green Primary School, and I was forced to be given a lead to sing at a Christmas concert.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a thing where I says, "Oh, pick me." Actually, I was forced. So the teacher was actually testing different students out to see who was potential for certain roles in the music.
Yeah.
It was a song called "In the Bleak Midwinter," and out of nowhere, but here's the thing: you can only imagine how nervous I was.
Yeah.
Because
How old were you then?
I was 6.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's where it all began.
Yeah.
But I knew that I was brought up on very good music, good
Yeah.
soul and R&B, old school music.
Yeah.
So I always felt a melody within myself that, but I didn't know vocally I could sing.
Whoa.
So when I was on the stage with a group of people, only a few,
Yeah.
I started to sing. And as soon as I began to express,
Yeah.
everybody stopped doing what they're doing and looked at me as if I did something wrong just by the way they reacted. I was like, uh-oh, what's going on here?
It was a shock, isn't it?
It was a shock. It was a shock. So next thing you know, the teacher called me up and then she wanted to speak to me. So I only felt, okay, did I do something wrong? So next thing you know, she called me off and she elaborated how beautiful it actually was with actually I expressed about. So I was like, wow, okay. So then she encouraged me. She said, Leyton, if this was to be something that you do later, I would say stick with it.
Yeah.
So the next thing you know, it ended up being my profession. So because I knew that there was something more and I felt there was more of a purpose for me being here than just what was on the physical realm.
Yeah.
So my passion has always been love.
Yeah.
Because love is all that we are. It's how it was made. It's how we was created.
Yeah.
So as being our own royalty and our own gods and foundation, I knew that I was here to be able to set a foundation that was going to really lift the world in righteous ways. Because of all the noise and and how things are fabricated. There's so much distraction that take people away from their spiritual realms that we naturally are. So I knew that I was giving myself a responsibility to dedicate my life to the world, which resulted in several trials during the path of the journey because I do everything independently. So I'll tell you, there's so much that could be said. And it led to, the positions of things could have cost my career at a certain point because of the decisions I've made. And because I knew who I was, I knew that I couldn't be molded into being less of who I was. Because when you're fighting against the system and when you're fighting against the industries, because they're here to mold and shape people. It's not about someone celebrating you for being righteous or having a heart to offer the world.
Exactly.
So that's why I wasn't willing to put up with that. Which led to different opportunities. And just talk about latest outcomes at this time. There was a latest album that I currently have out, which is called Find Yourself. Would you like me to explain, give a bit of definition about that?
Not yet.
Now? Okay.
Not yet. Not yet. Now we want to see the documentary of your journey so far.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, viewers, I want you to look at his journey so far from Leyton Benta's documentary. Okay.
You guys are wonderful. It's a privilege to be here in New York as well. We are all love. We should all have acceptance over one another. You accept you accept her, she accepts her.
Direct, we're taking it to the streets.
Take it to the streets.
Taking it to the streets, your multi-award-winning independent artist, Leyton Benta, bringing you that timeless love from across the globe.
Taking it to the streets.
The power and the energy that you bring, it's within the same lineage of, some great artists, like the likes of Michael Jackson, Prince.
to be
Yeah.
that expression for people who cannot express, because there's so much suppression that is in the world.
Exactly. Yeah. There
And what doesn't help is society and the way they view individuals, they view human beings, because they've never really been for people's best of interests,
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
heart's desires, their health. So that's why I wanted to put something out that was actually going to really, it's like if you say a reincarnation, I'll say reincarnate the world,
Yeah.
where you're able to show a different foundation by erasing negative infiltrations.
Leyton, just give me a break. I just want to say something quickly.
No worries.
Someone says, please do check your audio can be heard. It
Oh,
is
okay.
sorted. Yeah. Okay. Before you continue, and I just want to say good afternoon to you, Nana Kwame. Wow, Mercivee show, you're too much, always on top. Keep it up. I've got Anne Pendergrass.
Hey, Anne.
Hey,
Hey,
Anne.
Pedras.
Yeah, he says, good afternoon, Mercivee, and good afternoon, Leyton. Very inspiring, very interesting interview. Leyton Benta, you are so special and so
Aw.
unique. Your voice is just superb. And we're
Thank
going to
you.
have a taste of that voice, you know. Anne says again, please do check. Okay, we've done that, Anne. Thank you for letting us know, Anne.
Thank
Yes,
you,
it's
guys.
back on. Anne is on track. He's telling us that they've
Yeah, they're keeping us
Yeah.
posted.
Yeah, that is back on.
Perfect.
Petros, yes, it's working now. Thank you so much for you guys telling us and then checking on us.
No,
Anyway.
it's very appreciated because, you know,
Yeah.
we
So
got
from where I stopped you. Sorry about that. Let's go.
no worries.
Yeah.
So just to really put it out
Yeah.
there to the world,
Yeah.
is that when it comes to wanting to save the
Yeah.
planet,
Yeah.
you take on levels of weight that you thought you was never going to take on,
Exactly.
because you're taking the weight of the world and the weight of other people's emotions, because everybody yearns for love, but everybody's been taught to be departed from it than be fully authentic and really
Yeah.
embrace who you actually were designed to be.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel the media has not helped with regards to people's mental health, their emotional state, their spiritual state, because I feel it's here to actually depart people from themselves,
Yeah.
so that they can be used as puppets.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so that's why Find Yourself is very delicate. It's about love, but it's not only just based on relationships and love and relationships. There's
Yeah.
heartbreak, there's prejudice, there's loss. There's, you know, there's so much through expression. That's why it's important with when everybody listens to the music, that they listen to the lyrics,
Yeah.
not just the music for what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Because message is everything. This can actually be found on my website,
Yeah.
which is www.leytonbenta.com/music.
Yeah.
You are able to actually purchase and
Yeah.
stream on all music platforms.
Yeah.
But also there's it's also available physical hard CD copies, as I'm old
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Everybody loves
Old
you.
school, isn't
You got to
it?
bring back the old school.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd be humbled to actually sign it for anybody who would like a physical hard copy,
Yeah.
which you can email me at leytonbentabusiness@gmail.com.
Yeah.
That's where you can find it.
Yeah, and I'm going to get my producer to put the song out for them to watch the Finding Yourself.
Find Yourself music video.
Find Yourself, yeah. And then I want you to sing along. So I want them to taste the beauty of your voice. You know, I met Leyton at Benta Awards, isn't it? You were taking an award and you were singing as well.
Yeah, you know what?
And I was like, oh my God, what a voice.
I
and
remember.
Then he's such a character, I'm telling you. he's lovable when he's performing. And if you need him around to help you, he's not someone who will just brush on you. He's there to help.
Absolutely.
And then he's gone far in the business, in the industry. He knows what he's doing. We're going to play his song, Find Yourself. So as he said, listen to the lyrics and then have fun with it. See you while he sings along. Benta, you're going to sing along.
Sure, no worries.
Okay. I want to get the song playing now. Amazing. That was good. Find Yourself. Wow. Leyton, I don't think I'm the only one feeling it here. You've got a message that said, before I ask that question, I want to read Anne's one.
No worries.
She says, this interview is going off with a bump. Just mind blowing. I seriously can listen to your voice all day long.
Oh, thank you, Anne.
Well done, Leyton. Thank you, Mercivee. Thank you too, Anne. It's just a pleasure to have you on board. I've got Tanya that said, can you ask Leyton what is the next project he's working on after the movie? Ooh, they're bringing you out now.
Oh, hey,
tell us about your movie journey. It's Tanya.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tanya, how you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so the project currently, hopefully the videographer is actually still on watching as well, because he was on there before.
Yeah.
First of all, I have recently just put out a trailer.
Yeah.
For everybody who saw my documentary trailer.
Yeah.
So that is a very, very precious project to my soul. I just want to talk more about that.
Yeah.
So I worked very closely with a very close friend who's actually like a brother to me.
Yeah.
I just want to say his name. His name is Pedro Skelazgi. Sending so much love to you, bro.
So much love, Pedro.
So much. And I remember just before the end of last year.
Oh, he said he's watching. Yeah.
Just before the end of last year.
Yeah.
So me and Pedro spoke, right? And he reached out and he mentioned to me, and it's funny because I thought about it at the time, but he confirmed it.
Yeah.
He says, bro, I think it's time to finally do your documentary.
Yeah.
And then it's funny how he said that, and I was actually feeling that, you know what, there's been so much to this journey, I feel it's time to articulate it now. So we then got together, we finally got together in January time. That's when we started. We actually had a couple of days of filming. It was actually at my place. And to be honest with you, it's very personal when it comes to bringing someone over to your sanctuary, because that is my creative space. It's my personal space, and that it was important with who I was going to work with. And
you know what? Just give me a break. I want you to talk about it more when I come back from my commercial break.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So viewers, we're going for a commercial break. Stay tuned. He's got a lot to say, so don't go anywhere. Stay online. Bye. See you soon. So we're back. Continue the journey, Mike.
Right, no worries. So just to continue furthermore, prior to this project, it's a very delicate thing when it comes to revealing.
No, I don't want to cut you off where you were, because I still remember, because I want to know. You said Pedro said you should, go into what.
Pedro's confirmed it for me, even though I felt it in me that it was time to really get this out there to the world. And it couldn't have been a better person, Pedros, to be the videographer. But not only that, but he has seen my journey. And he, to be honest with you, we share a lot of sentiments. So got together in January time, couple of days of filming we had. Had that filmed. It was at my place once again, and it's a very naked thing when it comes to revealing your life, all the ins and outs, the traumatic experiences, the greatest moments, the depression moments, whatever it is. So much has been covered in this documentary, and I've been absolutely emotional. I've had my days I had to cry about it, truthfully, because there's so much to this journey that people have assumed. There's been so much assumptions made with this journey. It's been overlooked for years. It's because this is a righteous journey, and I'm not really for I'm not really for the system. I'm all about breaking the cycle. Funny enough, after this interview, I'm actually going to be heading to Pedro so we can finish up the documentary. We've been really working on this, long hours in the days, and it's just been a lot of energy that's been put in creatively, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And I'm just can't wait for when this documentary gets out there, because, I feel this is going to really make a different dimension with how people see this journey, and how people are going to be more receptive than how they were. So, but currently right now, the trailer is out. For those who have seen it so far, you can go on YouTube and type in Leyton Benta. You can find the documentary on there, and let's encircle this around. Let's get the vibe going, because I want this everywhere. I want this to be, you know, in everyone's faces, but for the best of reasonings and intentions, because
the intentions behind it.
that's it. Because I feel the world truly needs my contributions.
So the support is very vital.
Stay tuned, guys.
So as Tanya, you heard from Leyton, he's still working on the documentary, and then you can find the trailer on YouTube. Thank you for being on the show.
Appreciate it, guys.
I've got Zaneta saying that I have seen some of your street performance. What motivated you to do a street show, and what advice can you give the youth who wants to be a musician or an actor like you? So this is I suppose she's a youth and wants to know what gave you that motivation to go to the street, and then giving the streets the vibe, and if a youth as she wants to be a musician or an actor, what advice would you give them? So it's 2 questions in one.
Okay, no problem. Well, what I'll personally say, what really inspired me and motivated me to do a independent tour called Take It to the Streets was the fact during that particular time, from obviously the circumstances we all were in with the whole lockdown, and certain businesses were shut, certain venues were shut creatively in so many ways. So I said to myself, it's time to take it to the streets, because there's so much that I've built on body of work over the years. And I felt, you know what, take it to the streets. Because here's the thing, when it comes to doing performances, I don't just call it, a show, or I don't call it busking. I don't call it, something that I feel is overlooked. It's a lot more deeper than that. It's going to be a concert. So because how I perform and deliver is a concert stadium presence. So I literally had a few months out there last year, and it's been absolutely crazy. It's been, you have your great days and then you have your opposites, because sometimes you don't know how the crowd's going to be wherever you go. But what I can definitely say is that it definitely has broadened the horizons for myself in so many form of ways, mentally especially, and also through my skill set. Because when you get out there, you're basically out there with the wolves, as they say.
Exactly. Where is he coming from? Where is he going? Let's monitor him.
You're out there because you don't know how people are going to receive you.
Exactly.
But all I know is, okay, what's in my heart, the gifts I have, the developments, everything I've learned, all that I know. So take all that you know, what you've learned, and what you have been established furtherly more for, and be able to basically heal other souls out there. So it feels very rewarding for me. It has been exhausting at the same time, but I felt it was definitely a challenge, but it was definitely a test of my own faith during that time. But it was very successful within the times. At some point, I will be getting back out there to do Take It to the Streets Part 2. I've done at least over 21 shows so far.
I've watched most of them.
You see, you've mentioned.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And I just want to put it out to just people will know the vision behind it. You want a better place for everybody. You don't want anybody to be left out.
No.
That we are all valued.
Everybody.
And then everybody, someone who plays shows, go out and decide, oh my God, the streets needs me. Let me just get out to the street and make people happy.
That's
How many artists do we get doing that? So I sometimes say that it takes a lot for people to give, but it's hard that sometimes people don't realize the effort people put in just to make someone happy.
That's it.
And I'm just linking it to your song that says Chrysalis Smile.
Right.
You know what? As much as I love that song, you know why I love it? You did it for charity.
Right.
You did it for children who don't feel belonged. You just wanted to give them some hope.
That was very important.
I'd say I just love Leyton because it's not like, people say, because until people realize the vision you carry, they wouldn't know what you're doing. But I have gone beyond listening to just your music. I've gone to the stage that I've realized the vision these guys have, because I believe every child deserves the best.
They do.
And then for you putting aside your career, like you know how to get the money, you know how to do it. But you said, no, I'm going to sing this song to raise fund for charity.
Well, that's the thing.
Make them feel better. I mean, it's amazing. Can you tell us a bit about that?
I appreciate it,
Yeah.
Mercy, because I'm a very huge humanitarian.
Yeah, I know
like
that.
literally, that is everything I embed inside myself.
Yeah, yeah.
And I see it as a thing where I was willing to put my life on the line for the world to be a light source, right? And that's a big statement to say.
It is.
But I knew when it comes to the children and the youth of today, right, it's important with the influences that they have in the world.
Yeah.
Because they are always looking for someone who's going to have the answer for them,
Yeah.
or who's going to guide them in a righteous way. Now, because of, once again, when I told you about the whole media and obviously how
Yeah.
people are in the music industries and the entertainment business, they are, I
not
wouldn't,
easy.
it's not,
No, it's
not. I wouldn't say it really promotes wholesomeness. It doesn't actually, there's no role models you can look up to who is vibrating righteous messages, who's actually here to heal other people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I felt, well, as I'm independent, I'm in full control of my destiny.
Exactly.
But at the same time, the reason why I've done this project, in particular, Chrysalis Smile, I have other projects that's going to be coming up that's going to
Yeah.
involve children too.
Yeah.
But whether this is to do with like, child trafficking or special needs, but I don't want to really actually emphasize special needs because I believe that everybody is completely equal, and the
Yeah.
only disability that you have in life is a bad attitude.
Thank you.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
that's the only disability you'll ever have in life is a bad attitude. But I wanted to actually be able to reach children and youth in ways where they felt they weren't getting it from their own homes.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
weren't getting it from today's society. They're not getting it from school. They're not getting it from friends, well, so-called friends. And that's why I needed to raise vibrations and frequencies that were actually going to give them some form of hope that there is someone who actually gives a damn. So that's why I said to myself, Leyton, it doesn't matter how the world perceives you. It doesn't matter who accepts you on their network or who doesn't accept you on their network.
Exactly. Keep on
What's
that.
important for me is everything internally inside my heart.
That's it.
Because that is what will always remain engraved on the ground
Yeah.
whilst you're still here,
Yeah.
and even when you leave the physical realm one day.
Yeah.
But at least your spirit has left something that is actually now embedded energy around other youth, children,
Yeah.
different homes that are broken homes now into a wholesome home.
Yeah.
Because you have created that through your substantial abilities, not just through entertainment or
Yeah.
music,
Yeah.
but through yourself as a man or as a woman.
Exactly.
Because it's overlooked with what, how people can really view
Yeah.
people's heart's expressions, and they don't realize the sensitivity that children have.
They have. Exactly.
So that's why I say no better than connecting with the heart unto other voices, because you're basically the voice, you're the echo for what they can vibrate.
So Zanetta, your questions are answered. You see the lifestyle of Benta. He's trying to say that do not wait for people to push you. Sometimes you have to push yourself and do things right.
You got
Go
to.
with positivity, because someone damn there is listening. I just used that word. Someone there will listen. Someone there will need you. So it's more of putting yourself out there and doing much, having positive mindset.
Completely.
Yeah.
All
And
the
then
time.
Anne says, wow, super. Linda, what an amazing voice.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Linda said you got an amazing voice. Most welcome. Thank you. Linda, a very good afternoon to you. I've got Tanya, I'm doing well, enjoying the sun and your voice. Ooh.
Tanya.
What is the title of the songs, please?
Okay, so when everybody saw the music video at
Yeah.
first, it was for Find Yourself. So
Find
it's called
Yourself.
Find Yourself. Everybody, once again, you can find the music on all music platforms, but for the main source, go to my official website, which is www.leytonbenta.com/music. You can find everything on there. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay, so Linda, that's the title of the song. And then he always forgets to mention my favorite one. Crystal's Smile. That's for the charity one. And then Finding Yourself was the one we played earlier on. And you can watch his journey so far on YouTube on Leyton Benta's documentary. And Christabel, hello Miss Roberta, hello my darling. Christabel, a very good afternoon to you. Oh, thank you for your compliment. And Leyton Benta is so fabulous but so down to earth. I'm telling you. Aww. He's so handsome, he's cute, he's edible.
Security! Oh God.
And he's so down to earth, I'm telling you. And you are so right. And then well said, absolutely. Jean Fernell said, one love. Yeah.
Plenty of love, Jean.
Christabel said, kudos, Leyton.
Thank you, Christabel.
Yeah. Also well said, Mercivee. And thank you. Welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Leyton Benta, multi-award winning. Please, how many awards do you have now? Oh my God, a lot. Ooh. Because I saw you taking a lot on BEFTA awards. You received,
there was a lot.
Yeah.
So overall, I've won 8.
Yeah.
And yet to have one confirmed, but I can't confirm it until they make the official release about it.
Big ones, isn't it?
You know what? Yeah. It's come a long way with this journey, Mercy.
I know.
Because I mean, I can give you the names of the awards and recognitions just to give it brief for now.
Maybe 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Yeah. Okay. So I'll give you down to the last set of 3 that I have.
Yeah.
So the latest one I won was it's called the Gentleman of Heart Awards, which is to do with men giving back to the community, but men of love and men of purpose.
Yeah.
So it goes into the music along with humanitarian. So also there's another one called the Inspiration Artist Award for the AA for Success Awards, and I want to thank Cheryl Armatrading for that award. That's also another one, and just to give one more, as obviously we're strict with time, the other one is called the Star People Award, which I came first place out of 66 countries in the world, and that was called the Platinum Star Award, based all the way in Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
So
and the BEFTA Awards too.
That was 2016, the first one.
That's when I met
Pauline
you.
Long. Thank you, Pauline.
Yeah, and then Precious Toe. We can.
Oh, she's great.
Pauline Long, wherever you are, a very good afternoon to you.
Thank you,
then
Pauline.
Precious Toe, a very good afternoon to you. That awards was very amazing, and your performance was second to none.
I appreciate it very much.
To be honest, Leyton, I just wish you well, and I know you're going to go far, because the kind of spirit and the vibe you have, it's not easy. And I just want to know, I want you to give a little bit advice about the youth, because as the lady asked, wants to be a musician or an actor. What kind of advice would you give them? I know you said something, but something personal, more.
Well, this is going to be very, very personal. As being a deep person as myself, it's important. So my personal advice, what I can honestly, truthfully say to everyone who watches this live is it's important to have a sense of who you are and your own identity before making choices with the avenues you're going to go with about the careers you decide to do. Because it's important to have a foundation and a grounding of what you stand for. Otherwise, if you go in the industry without any particular purpose, or you don't know who you are, people are going to dictate of how you are going to be and who you are going to be. So that's why it's important to know who you are, know what you want. But at the same time, as my journey has once again, it's been independent. Everything has always been my own decisions I had to make, even though you didn't know what the outcomes were going to be. But I knew when you do things from your heart, and I mean internally and unconditionally and sincerely, then with your abilities follow through the depth of your character. Because your art or whatever you get yourself involved with, it will only make sense to a certain degree. But if you haven't got solid foundation with regards to who you are and what you stand for, then your talent will only go so far. So that's why it's important to be firmly grounded and connected and before looking at where you're going to go, but also make sure you research the industries of what you want to go in. Research who's governing it, how things operate, who runs what, because what you don't want to do is step into the industry desperate. Never be desperate.
Yeah.
Because people will play on that vulnerability in that way.
Yeah.
So when they play with that, then they are able to mold and shape you the ways they want to shape you, so that you basically suit an agenda of theirs to basically brainwash other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
be your own individuality. Don't compare your path to anybody else, because your path is your own and it can never be compared to anyone else's.
Yeah.
And there's no competition apart from yourself.
Exactly. As you heard, there's no competition apart from yourself. Yeah, what you said is really true. If you enter this industry with desperation, you'll be torn apart.
Yes.
It's not easy, because I've been in the industry and I know how.
Right.
So I just feel your vibes, and you know, I hope everybody will have that enthusiasm to do what is right and push forward without anybody inflicting their orders on them.
Exactly.
And I just want to say you're doing well. Someone is saying, can I find him on YouTube? Yes, you can find Leyton on
Yes, you can.
Put on your YouTube address. How can I find you on YouTube
So-
on your website?
So all you have to do is just it's just type in Leyton Benta.
Yeah.
So it's Leyton Benta, Benta. So you can type that on YouTube and you can find all my videos, all that I've done, and stay tuned for more stuff, ladies and gentlemen. You can find everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
You can find from the documentary, the movies, the songs, the awards. I mean, just visit his website. You can see a lot. Leyton, before we haven't got much time anyway, but I just want to ask this question. Have you, even though being an independent artist, have you get any like support system? Do you have any like support system anywhere in the industry?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, it took several years for me to have a certain foundation.
Yeah.
Now, if it comes to a team, I would only say it's a very few selective individuals, because I don't just work with anyone.
Yeah.
Because it has to be
I
someone
know.
who understands how your heart vibrates.
Yes.
So,
Me.
you know, heart vibration.
You see what I mean?
You know, so once again, I'm not with any labels. I'm not with anybody like that because of what it conveys.
Yeah.
But at this moment, I would say it took several years to be able to finally say that there are a few selected people who really want to help lift and take it all the way to the top, but in the righteous way where I don't have to change.
Yes.
So I am thankful for those, you know, few selected people. I take one day at a time with everything.
Yeah.
I don't just plan all the time. Sometimes you got to just roll in the present and take one day at a time and nurture what is in the present.
Yeah.
Because at least it will determine how tomorrow will be in frequency. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, Linda says thank you for that.
Thanks, Linda.
And then you know what? I just want to wish. If I don't say this, I'm in trouble. I've got a fan that watches the Mercivee show that says today is her birthday.
Oh.
She is in the name of Miriam Eseji. Miriam.
Hey Miriam, how you doing?
Miriam, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
You say from Leyton. Leyton is wishing you a very happy birthday. I think you send us the address for the party.
Oh, hello, what?
I think the party is tomorrow or something like that. But Miriam,
oh wow. Okay.
I just want to wish you a very happy birthday. I pray that more fruitful years will come, and then you will be blessed in all that you do. So have a lovely day, and I hope your birthday goes well, and then may God bless you. Once again, a very happy birthday to you. If you want to wish, Linda too is wishing you a happy birthday, Miriam. How lucky you are. So enjoy your day wherever you are. a very happy birthday to you. If you want to give a shout out to a friend or someone who is celebrating a birthday on the show, you can send me a message and I'll read it out. This is the Mercivee show. It's all about positivity, positive vibes, making everybody feel worthy. If you want to show love, this is the show you need to come on, because we're going all out to make everybody feel special. As Leyton said, no one is being left out. We are all the same. We are just here to encourage one another, lift one another up, share the positive vibes, and then we know we are all going to go far with our positivity and our good mindset to make a positive change in the society.
Completely.
Okay, this is where we're going to bring the show. Before then, I want you to say hello to people who you want to give a shout out to, say something to the world, where to find you, and then just bring it all out. Just a few minutes for you.
Thank you, Mercy.
You're welcome.
So guys, first of all, I just want to thank every single one of you who took the time to be on this show today. I hope with whatever you have taken within your hearts and in your minds today, may it have been something thought-provoking, healing, and something that you know that you can take within your own lives to be able to to make that transition that there is no fear. It's only an illusion. So if you truly want to project who you are and what is your heart's desires into the world, know that you truly can do that without any restrictions. But if anybody wants to find me on all social platforms, I just want to say, huge thank you to you, Mercy, for having me on this show. Because, it's been a long time coming now.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But once again, I'll just give anybody who's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, website, just type in Leyton Benta Legacy. And it would be a privilege to connect with every single one of you.
Exactly. You see what I'm talking about. Type Leyton Benta Legacy. I mean, if I said you are edible, I can chop you on the. Do you want a piece of? We just chop you up. Oh gosh! Because of your vision. Honestly, wherever you go, the way you portray kindness and positive vibes, everybody will just like you.
It's everything. It's everything.
Yes, infectious. Yeah, and the thing is, you do it from the heart. That is the most important thing. You feel the reason behind what you do, which is so positive, So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Leyton Benta for you. So type Leyton Benta Legacy. Everything you want to know about Leyton will just come or pop out, and then you can contact him if you need to.
Thank you,
Christopher, you're welcome, Leyton. Christopher George says, all the best to you, Leyton, all the way from Florida.
Oh, hey, Chris. How's it going? Thank you very much.
And then Anne, once again, fantastic, fabulous interview. God bless you both. We receive it, ain't it, Leyton?
Yes, no, very much, because it's always, there's always the right people who always will come on.
Yes.
And that's why, as I said, it doesn't matter.
It keeps you the enthusiast to keep on doing what you're doing, isn't it?
Always.
Yeah, it pushes you. Yeah. So it's lovely having you all on the show. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to the Mercivee show right on Intertiepa TV. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a fabulous and a brilliant day, the rest of it. Whatever you are doing, I hope it goes well with you, and then keep on spreading the love, and then push yourself, as Leyton said. It's all going to get better. It's all going to get better.
It is.
So yeah.
It is.
So you take care, and we'll see you next week. Okay, bye from me and Leyton. Take care.